Alright, welcome everyone to this video where I'll give you my thoughts on the top 20 transfers during the January transfer window. So let's get going. To start off is number 20, and it's gonna be Eljero Elia, who has joined Southampton on loan from Werder Bremen. So this is a pretty good signing, you know. Having scored 2 goals already, surely he has proved he's totally worth it. So yeah, a good signing for the Saints. Next up is number 19, and it's gonna be Mauro Zarate, who has joined QPR on loan from West Ham. So basically in West Ham he didn't get much time to play, and I think this is gonna be the case in QPR as well, but I'm not 100% sure because, you know, Harry Redknapp won't get someone who he's not gonna use, and you know, if he gets enough time to shine, you know, this could turn out to be one of the best winter transfers in the BPL. Why not? Next up is Jack Cork, who has joined Swansea City on a permanent deal from Southampton. They paid £3.5 million, and I have to say it's a decent transfer for them. Although he didn't play enough for Southampton this season, as he was injured, obviously. But anyway, he's still a decent midfielder. And yeah, as I said, a great addition to the Swansea team. So it's time for number 17, and it's Carles Gil. So I'm not sure how to pronounce his name right, but I'm gonna go with Gil at the moment, but still. He has joined Aston Villa from Valencia on a permanent deal worth £3.7 million, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he is a very decent right winger, you know, and I think that's exactly what Aston Villa needed, you know. Surely he will help the team score some more goals, and I think that he scored already for his new team in the FA Cup, but yeah, nice addition to the team. So we're down to number 16, and it's gonna be Fernando Torres, aka Scores. Okay, so he's back to Atletico Madrid on loan from AC Milan, and I have to say he's made an immediate impact for Atletico, having scored against Real Madrid to knock them out from the Copa del Rey, and against Barcelona as well in the same competition. But unfortunately that goal against Barcelona was not enough to qualify them for the next round. But yes, a nice additional player for Atletico Madrid. Alright, up next is gonna be Robert Hood, who has moved from Stoke to Leicester on a loan until the end of the season. So it's a fantastic signing for the Foxes, you know. Alongside with Andrej Kramaric, they may be able to turn the season around for the Foxes, but surely time will tell. And for sure, Robert Hood will tighten up the defense, but would it be enough, you know? It remains to be seen. But anyway, a nice addition to the team. Next up is Filip Juricic. He has joined Southampton on loan from Benfica until the end of the season, and I have to say I'm very excited about this one. You know, Juricic is a fantastic player, and he's only 22 years of age. He has some great technique, and surely he'll put some pressure on Tadic for the starting lineup in the middle of the park. So it's number 13, and it's gonna be Davide Santon, who is gone back to Inter on loan from Newcastle until the end of the season. Okay, so for me personally, he became one of the most underrated defenders in the BPL because recently he didn't got enough time on the pitch, and only 24 years of age, he has a decent potential to be one of the best players at his position at the back. But hopefully now back in Inter he'll continue to develop further, you know. So next up is Victor Ibarbo, who has joined AS Roma from Cagliari. Okay, you know it's the FIFA beast Ibarbo, and I think it's a huge transfer for him and for the club as well. He can play as a striker, a second striker, or even on the wings, which is gonna be the case, I believe, with Gervinho on the other wing and the other new signing, Dombia. This turned out to be one of the fastest attacks in the world. We all know their pace in FIFA, and I'm really looking forward to see them play together and to put up the pressure on Juventus in the Serie A. Aaron Lennon is up next, and he joined Everton on loan from Tottenham until the end of the season. And I have to say it was about time for Lennon to leave because many new players came in Tottenham, and just like Defoe, he wasn't needed anymore, and like now in Everton he'll provide some support for Lukaku in front, and his speed on the wing and Mirallas on the other wing, of course. Don't forget Seamus Coleman and Leighton Baines with the overlapping runs. It will be very, very interesting the way they're gonna play until the end of the season, and I'm really looking forward. So now we're down to number 10, and you knew this was coming, and here it is. Lucas Silva. He has joined Real Madrid from the Brazilian side, Cruzeiro, and I think he's a decent addition to the club. You know, possibly a replacement for Sami Khedira in case he leaves in the summer. But only 21 years of age. The future is in front of him, and I'm confident. I'm pretty confident he'll turn out to be one of the best players on that position in maybe a year or in 2 years, or maybe something like that. But yeah, a very decent addition to the team. Alright, so number 9, it's Mohamed Salah, who has joined Fiorentina on loan from Chelsea. So I'm not pretty sure if this is part from the deal with Cuadrado, but still, I'm a bit disappointed, you know, because when he was in Basel, he used to play very, very well down the right hand side. And in Chelsea, he basically didn't got the chance to show his potential. And I'm sure that now in Serie A, he'll get back to his best form and he'll be a perfect replacement for Cuadrado. So we're down to number 8 now, and this is gonna be Gabriel, who has joined Arsenal from Villarreal on a permanent deal worth £13.2 million. Okay, really they needed a defender, but is this the right choice for them? I personally don't know, but time will tell, you know, because I haven't watched him much and I really don't know how he plays, but surely he's a very, very crucial signing for Arsenal. Okay, so we're back in Italy for the transfer of Mattia Destro from AS Roma to AC Milan. And okay, now I'm a bit disappointed with this one because Destro is a very young player and he played very well for Roma so far, but maybe the goals were not enough and they needed someone fresh up top to bring the goals, and that's why they've decided to sell him, of course. And he's on loan until the end of the season, and alongside with Alessio Cerci, I think both of them can replace, you know, that gap that Torres opened up leaving the club. So up next is Xherdan Shaqiri. He has joined Inter on loan from Bayern, and I have to say, for me personally, he is one of the underrated players right now. I mean, he had a decent World Cup with Switzerland, and I don't think he was getting enough playing time in Bayern. I believe that this was one of those transfers in Germany that are made only to weaken their opponents in the league, which was the case with Lewandowski and Götze, I think it was. Anyway, it's a nice addition to the team. So we're down to number 5 already, and it's gonna be another signing for Inter, Lukas Podolski, who has joined from Arsenal. Just like Shaqiri, he's on loan until the end of the season, and both of the players will fit very well in the team, playing on both wings, although personally I prefer to have Podolski up top as a striker, but yes, a nice addition to the team from Milano. Number 4, it will be Seydou Doumbia, who has joined Roma from CSKA Moscow, and he's gonna be most probably a replacement for Mattia Destro, who left the club as I mentioned earlier, and also another player with decent speed skills. And as I said, I'm pretty much looking forward to see Doumbia, Ibarbo and Gervinho play together for Roma. So now it's time for the top 3, and to start off is Andre Schürrle, who has joined his former teammate Kevin De Bruyne in Wolfsburg. So yeah, Schürrle was not at his best in Chelsea, although he scored some goals, but I think that now back in Germany he will be playing much more better, just like De Bruyne, and hopefully they will be able to, you know, put up the pressure on Bayern in the Bundesliga and for the Bundesliga title. So number 2 is Wilfried Bony, who has joined, as you already know, Manchester City from Swansea. And okay, personally, I just don't understand that transfer. Okay, they have Aguero, they have Dzeko, they have Jovetic, and now they have Bony. 4 strikers. Alright, they're still in the Champions League, but in fact Pellegrini is playing with only 1 striker, and in that case having 4 world-class strikers, I think it's a waste of money, you know, and it's just too much for me. I just don't understand it. But anyway, Wilfred Boney in Manchester City. And now the number one, you knew it was coming and it is here. Juan Cuadrado, who has left Fiorentina to join Chelsea for almost £30 million. Okay, they've sold Shirley, they've sold Salah, but they've got Cuadrado now. That's fair enough, I guess. But still, I'm looking forward to see how he's gonna play for Chelsea, and hopefully he can help the team holding that first place in the league. Alright, I think that wraps up the video pretty much. That's supposed to be a short video, but it's not. And yeah, also let me know in the comments below which is your favorite transfer and which players have joined your favorite team, and of course, how do you feel about it. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.